Can I trust you or not? No, it's not unlocked. Oh my God.
I'm gonna spin this. Trying to figure it out.
We should just see the press conference like this.
That's what we should have done it the whole time.
Would have been easier this way.
Gentlemen, ladies, everybody. God, it's a pleasure to see your smiling faces and yawning. I mean, in a sense, a media day doesn't feel that much different. I'm getting done a little quicker because I'm not getting jumped in line. But no, in all seriousness, more of a focus. Ready to come in tomorrow with a new mentality, trying to set the foundation which we've tried to lay, in San Diego throughout these 5-on-5 pickup games and workouts throughout September, and obviously now into training camp, preseason, and then throughout the season. So, having been around, as long as just, only Damian in Terry's system, it's kind of on us to kind of pave the way. It's a little different. For me, there's still a lot to prove, a long ways to go, which I know and I accept. But I also know that there's more to tap into. I want to be more of a leader. I want to be there alongside Dame. I have to continue to, prove myself on the court, prove myself to my teammates, the coaching staff, and just continue to work on my overall game. Obviously, that was one thing that I worked on as hard as I could, was doing everything rather than just becoming a spot-up shooter or, just doing little things here and there. It's kind of being more well-rounded. You talk about the playoffs, having to guard Marc Gasol. That's a task I had never had. And then, being asked to knock down some more pressured shots and things like that. So I just, again, can't stress it enough. I have a long way to go, and I know that. But I'm looking forward to the challenge of this year. Hopefully taking more of the load and being someone that guys can kind of look at as, the model for what Terry wants. For me personally, you're talking individuals in the weight room, on the court, or in the weight room, or everything? So in the weight room, I worked on a lot of core strength and leg strength, trying to be able to move laterally, guard 4s and 5s, and just, again, try to be able to do everything. I feel like I have, a pretty big spectrum of things I can do, but doing them just okay is not good enough for me. I want to be good and better at a lot of different things. But the on-the-court stuff, as far as the individuals go, trying to get my shot off quicker, understanding that I'm going to be on scattering reports more this year. Teams are probably going to try to run me off the 3, being able to one-dribble pull up, maybe to get to the basket, maybe create and find someone on the weak side. Again, there's a lot of things that are going to be available, but I have to be able to read and react and understand what the defense is throwing at me. And then again, on the defensive side of the ball, being able to guard a 4, stretch 4, someone who's a little quicker, but then be able to go down to the post, guard more of kind of a brute 5, keep them off the boards. There's a lot of different things that I want to be able to do, help the team. Whatever coach needs from me, I want to be able to do for him. So the summer's been good, and just the San Diego and the workouts in September, the camaraderie, getting to know the guys, trying to build chemistry, again, off the court, because when you trust someone off the court and you're a little more comfortable around them, it naturally seems to help on the court. You trust them a little more, and obviously in between the lines, the game itself takes care of it, but when you trust somebody, you know them a little better off the court, again, it seems to help in my opinion. To be completely fair, I mean, it's obviously come up. It's not like I haven't heard about it or discussed it, but I'm just, every day, it's a simple focus on getting better and figuring out what coach and the team needs from me. I feel like if I let my play and my leadership and different things take care of themselves and, being a good person, everything else will take care of itself. So I'm focused on basketball. My agent that's why I hire him, and that's why he does his work, and I just try to prove myself on the court. Well, it definitely helps. I mean, I can remember way back the very first time Dame and I were in Portland. We said hello and everything. We went and did some media obligations and whatnot, but we didn't say anything outside of that, what we were doing that night. And I walked into the gym, and not but like 2 minutes later, Dame walked in, and I was like, wait a minute. So, we shot together. We talked for, 45 minutes to an hour, just getting to know each other, where you're from, how was college, what you're looking forward to in the rookie season, and different things. It's obvious Dame has really excelled and been already a leader for us, and I've kind of taken a little more time. My favorite thing, focused on the process and continued to work kind of behind the scenes in hopes of, in a sense, kind of catching up alongside Dame to, create a future and, something that, the coaching staff and the rest of the players, whoever it may be, can count on, and especially Dame.
Does that relationship kind of grow together too? Were you guys still kind of tight along the way?
Oh, for sure. The success with Dame has nothing to do with the kind of guy he is. I mean, he's as humble now as he was when I first met him that night in the gym. When Dame signed his contract, whatever, this summer, he was shooting just before. That's not a facade. That's Dame. And Dame taking young guys. I saw him talking to Luis the other day for a good 15, 20 minutes and, working out hard with Tim and CJ and Allen and all, coming over and talking to me or pulling me aside after, a pickup game and, saying what he sees even in our pickup games, kind of how we can navigate pick and rolls and do different things. So, he really sees not only the game, but everything else in a different way, and I really appreciate kind of the humble approach he takes. Anything else, Freeman? Are you still sad that you didn't come to my wedding?
Did you read that book, by the way?
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's for the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the Rip City Report. Yeah. I'm sorry? I think mentally and physically this summer I've felt better than I ever have. Confidence in my game, confidence in my shot, playing pickup, the game slowing down, offensively, defensively, reading situations, and then the weight room stuff, core strength, being in good shape. I'm in a really good spot right now. And again, I understand there's going to be new challenges and, things I have to overcome. I'm going to make mistakes. It's just the way it is. But going back to the basics, watching film, doing my individual workouts, everything that just comes along again with the process of, how I kind of approach each day. But I feel really good. And I'm simply looking forward to this year. What about you? Quick? No questions? Whatever. Thank you. Have a great. Sure, yeah.